everybody, it's Christine with the Healthy Living with a Disability YouTube channel, and today I am cooking a pasta and peas with sausage and mushroom dish for you guys. But before I get started, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like this video, hit that notification button, and don't forget to comment below on the recipes you want to see on the channel. Also, comment below on any questions you might have about cooking with a disability. Also, after you watch the video, don't forget to go over to Disability Designs, ETC, where I create disability-themed merchandise that promotes inclusion, awareness, and acceptance of people with disabilities. And go check out the merchandise there. So now that I'm done with all that, let's get over to today's recipe. So I've already baked some sausage, okay? I baked it at 425 for 30 minutes. I have a little bit of garlic on the sausage links, and then I got them cut up into coin-sized pieces, and that's what you guys are seeing here in the pot. Also, I have a little bit of oil. Let me go ahead and go over the rest of the ingredients. Actually, let me go ahead, since this is already sizzling, let me go ahead and add some of these things to my pot. I have 8 ounces of pre-sliced portobello mushrooms. Sometimes you find them, they're cremini, also pre-sliced cremini mushrooms as well. You could use white mushrooms for this as well. I like to use these mushrooms because, as you guys know, and thank you so much for subscribing to the channel, I love to use pre-diced items because it's difficult for me to cut things up. So why don't we come over to the pot and see what's going on while I go ahead. I'm just going to give this a light stir, guys. Okay, I have my heat control a little bit above medium right now. If we check that out, let me go ahead and give this a little stir. I like to stir the mushrooms and the sausage together in the pot like this because I want the mushrooms to grab all that seasoning and the oil that the sausage has let out from, not only from cooking, but from starting to warm up and cook a little bit more in the pot. Let's come over and see what else I have going on over here. So I have a cup of milk. I'll show you how that's going to go in a second. I added the garlic already, but I have some Italian seasoning, some onion powder. I have a pound of penne pasta that I've already cooked. All I did was use the pre-packaged directions on the penne pasta. That's how I cooked it. I cooked it according to the package. I have some cream of mushroom, guys. I have, again, onion powder and some Parmesan cheese. That's what I've got for today's recipe. And oh, one thing I am missing, but I'll get it out in a little while, is I have some frozen peas that I'm going to add to this dish. Now, this dish was something that I had seen at a restaurant. I love trying to recreate dishes. So this was my attempt at doing so. This is what my sausage and mushroom looks like. I'm going to go ahead and stir again. This guy should be really simple. It should only take altogether maybe an hour because you have to also cook that sausage first. If you wanted to brown the sausage and not bake it, you could do that as well. Let me go ahead and add some of these other ingredients in here, guys. I'm actually going to add this pasta just like that. And I know it just like popped in there. But I'm going to add the pasta. I'm not going to worry too much, guys, about adding any salt to this because the sausage has its own salt. If you want to come closer to see what's going on in the pot, the sausage has its own salt. So I'm not going to add any extra salt to this, guys. All right, and my other ingredients also have some salt. So let me just show you what I'm going to do next. I'm going to grab first my seasoning, guys. So I already added a little bit of garlic powder to this. I'm going to add some onion powder, probably about a tablespoon and a half. I'm really not going to add too much of it today, just because the Alfredo sauce that I'm going to use is going to add flavoring to this. So I'm not going to add that much more. So probably about, just like that, just about a tablespoon and a half. And I'm going to stir, guys. Remember, I always stir every ingredient. Just this way, everything can get mixed together. I hope everyone is doing well out there. Thank you so much to the people who have been subscribing to the channel. Thank you so much also to the people that have been leaving comments. Please don't forget to go over and subscribe also to my author newsletter. I'll leave the link in the description for you guys. I hope everyone is doing well. If you have any questions, again, about cooking with a disability, please, please, please do not hesitate to leave them in the bottom, in the comments below for me. And thank you again to everybody. So now I'm gonna add my Italian seasoning. Again, I'm not gonna add too much. Usually I tell you guys to add about 2 tablespoons or so. And I'm gonna actually, let's see, I'm only gonna add again about a tablespoon and a half. And I'm gonna stir because again, I'm gonna use Alfredo sauce today. I've already seasoned those sausage that are in here. And I just want it to get a little bit more flavor, but that the cream of mushroom and the Alfredo sauce is gonna add a richness, guys, to this dish. So this was like I was saying at the beginning, this was a recipe that I ate at a restaurant, and I felt like I really could do something to bring it home and give it my own twist. So I thought maybe adding some additional ingredients to this. Okay, hang on, guys. We're gonna go ahead and add, and notice, guys, this is super quick what I'm doing here. I'm being super quick about this because this food is already more or less cooked, right? I already pre-cooked the pasta. And I hear that sizzle, so I want to make sure. Let's see how this is going to work out. I didn't get a spoon. We're going to see how this is going to work out in a second. Oh, I hear it coming out, guys. This is just a can of cream of mushroom. Again, this is actually 10.5 ounces of cream of mushroom. Right? Let me go ahead and stir that, guys. I like to add milk, whether I'm using a cream soups. I remember a long time ago, Campbell's had a whole cookbook using a lot of their cream soups. So this was just, oops, see, and be careful because there it goes sliding. But this is just my idea to add another layer of flavor, guys. And again, now I'm gonna lower this a little bit. It's getting a little warm. I'm gonna lower this. Remember, this is a cup of milk we're gonna add carefully, because in a minute I'm gonna add also, oh, and there went the sizzle, guys. I'm gonna add some Alfredo sauce in a few minutes, guys. And you can use, I use my favorite Alfredo sauce. You can use your favorite Alfredo sauce, and I want to get all of this pasta and sausage and soup mixture. I want to get it all incorporated in. And guys, remember, all of this is already cooked. And yes, you want the mushrooms to cook down a bit, but I don't want them to cook down too much because I want that meaty type flavor that they give. Hold on one sec. That they give to any recipe that you go ahead and make with them. I think too often people, maybe they're afraid to use mushrooms, but they're so good. And when you can get them pre-cut up, when you can get them whole too, but particularly when you can get them pre-cut up, they are actually delicious. I'm actually not gonna wait, right? I am going to add, and again, this is just some Alfredo sauce that I have, and my hands are clean. So I'm just gonna add this Alfredo sauce. You could make your own Alfredo sauce. I didn't want to today. So I'm using this store-bought Alfredo sauce. This store-bought Alfredo sauce has, if I'm not mistaken, basil in it. If you don't like basil in your Alfredo sauce, there are certainly varieties out there that do not have basil in it. So I'm gonna go ahead and move this to the side. I am gonna stir this, guys, one more time for you. And then I am gonna cover this in 1 second. Excuse me, in 1 second. Look at how thick and rich this looks, guys. Oh my goodness. Hold on 1 second. I want to get this evenly incorporated. Okay. It looks so yummy, guys. Oh my goodness. You could serve this with some crusty bread or some garlic bread or garlic nuts. And so now I've stirred this. I'm gonna go ahead and put the lid on this. I'm gonna put the heat up. Remember, the heat control, guys, is our friend. I'm gonna put the lid on this, and I'm gonna put my heat up, guys, just a little bit. But the heat control is your friend. Please do not be afraid to adjust it. I want this to come to a boil. I'm gonna leave it for about 15 minutes, and then we'll be back to show you what the part of putting the actual peas in it looks like. We'll be back in just a little bit. Hey everybody, it's Christine with the Healthy Living with a Disability YouTube channel, and we're back cooking our pasta and peas with sausage and mushroom recipe for today. Let's see what's going on over at the stove. So this has now been cooking for about 20 minutes. I did add about another half a cup of milk. So there's a cup and a half of milk in here. And I did put I lowered the heat to medium low, and I did stir maybe 2 times since you guys were last with us. And now I'm going to go ahead, stirring again just so you guys can see what it looks like and really get everything just incorporated in the dish. I'm going to go ahead, and as you see, my heat control is medium low right now. I'm going to actually keep it there, and I'm going to put in 15 ounces of frozen peas. Now, I love using frozen vegetables because they're already cooked and cleaned for you, and they're frozen. And then, or maybe they're not cooked, but they are at the right ripeness when they are harvested. So we're gonna add this, and we're gonna stir. And hear that? I just wanna get this all the way in here. I'm gonna stir. These peas are gonna add a sweetness to the dish. They're gonna add vitamins, right? They are so delicious. You could also use, sometimes they have, I think they're called petite peas. I've used those as well. But I'm gonna stir this in here very, very well. All right, peas are easy to work with even when they're frozen. But what I'm gonna do, and watch, I'm being really careful, also holding the pot, right? And I'm gonna stir these, and then I want to get all the peas and all the ingredients that are stuck on the spoon off the spoon. But what I'm going to do, excuse me, is I am going to cover this with a well-fitting lid again. And I'm going to cook this just on medium low where it is for another 10 minutes, just so that the peas can get incorporated and cooked. And oh, I don't know if I mentioned I did cook the sausage and the pasta together for about 20 minutes. I know I said 15 before, but I said 20. And don't forget, I will leave the recipe in the description below for you guys. But I'm gonna go ahead now, put my timer for 10 more minutes, and then we'll be back to plate it and show you what it looks like. Stay tuned. Hey everybody, it's Christine. Welcome back to the Healthy Living with a Disability YouTube channel, and today we are finishing up pasta and peas with sausage and mushrooms. Let's go over the stove, see what it looks like, and get ready for the best part, which is to plate it up. So this, guys, is after about 10 to 15 minutes, and what that's going to depend on is how fast it takes for the peas to get warmed up and defrost, right? So this is what it looks like. I'm gonna go ahead and shut my stove. Very important. Bring over my serving bowl. Oop. And I'm going to bring this over as well. Let me get, so you can get a shot of that. And let me serve a little bit of this. Oh my goodness, the sausage. Hold on, let me turn this. The sausage, the peas, the mushrooms and pasta. It just all looks, oops, so delicious. And that's what happens when you're really cooking. So I'll just pick that up and put it to the side in a minute. I'll just fix that in a moment. Hold on. That's actually what I can do. Let's put this here. I want to clean that up. I'm going to put my fork there for a minute. This way I can just grab this mess that I made. Hold on. Real quick. Always try, and I do it during the breaks, but I always try to clean everything up, guys, so that it just doesn't get all that messy. I'm gonna leave this to the side, and we're gonna add a little bit of, coming back to my plate. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna cover this, guys. Don't forget what I said, guys, about when you're cooking stuff and then you shut the stove off. Make sure to take that pot off of the heat. You guys watch me cook meals and then move the pot over closer so that I can make it a little bit easier. And seeing, even with that, I made a bit of a mess today, which is okay. But that just helps it be a little bit easier, and cleanup wasn't that difficult. I have some Parmesan cheese here. You don't have to add it. I'm going to add a little bit. And then we're going to give this a taste, guys. So, just a little bit. Remember, guys, when I say add Parmesan cheese, or every once in a while when I have some sort of sauce, we don't have to completely inundate that dish with the sauce or whatever it is that you're cooking, right? Because I still want to get the flavors of what I actually cooked. And if you come and take a look, I'm just mixing this around a little bit to give it a minute because it is a little bit hot. But let me go ahead and give this a taste. Let's see if I can get, usually I try to get every little bit of this on here. I didn't get a pea, but we're gonna try it anyway. You may want to come a little closer. Oh my goodness. This sausage is perfectly cooked. Let me go ahead and get another bite of this, guys. It is delicious. And you can see I have some of that sausage on here. The peas give it a sweetness without overpowering. Oh my God, guys. This is delicious. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, hit that notification button, so you'll get notified when I post the next video. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time, guys. Bye. Thanks for watching another amazing cooking video. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification button so you're notified of when I post the next video. And don't forget to go grab your copy of Cooking with Ease, your guide to cooking with a disability, available on Amazon now. See you on the next video.